The cost of living in Costa Rica is actually pretty reasonable. I mean, it's very similar to the United States. You know, chicken is about, $4 a pound. Depending on the kind of beef you get, it ranges in price from like $5 a pound, up to $10 a pound, something like that. I haven't seen any fancy meat here, no filet mignon or anything like that, but that's probably because of where I am. I'm kind of at the end of the road in Costa Rica, in Mal Pais, which is in the southwestern peninsula of Costa Rica. It's one of those places where they have everything you need, but they don't always have everything that you want. So, at any rate, it is what it is. Hotel rooms in Costa Rica generally run between $60 and $70 a night for a two-bedroom or a two-bed hotel room. You can get them for a little less money. About the least amount of money I've actually found any hotel rooms for is around $50, $45, $50 a night, and that's more inland, not on the coast. On the coast, it seems like everybody's willing to pay a lot more money. Well, just to be on the coast, I can't blame them, frankly. It's where I'd want to be. It's where I am. Beer and wine and liquor are quite a bit, well, for instance, rum, a regular bottle of rum, 750 milliliters, is basically about $17 on average. You can get beer, the local beer, they have a Pilsner, and then they also actually have what they call Imperial, which is the beer I actually really like. It's a good beer. It's very similar to like maybe Heineken or something like that. It's not overly heavy. It's not a light beer. It's just a good standard beer. As far as wine is concerned, wine is about the same price as it is in the United States for the most part, unless you get Argentinian wines or wines from Chile, which we seem to be able to get some really good deals here. So, wine is not extraordinarily expensive. If you go out to like a restaurant, for instance, in the evening, and you want to have a really good meal at at a nice restaurant. I mean, not an overboard restaurant, but a really nice restaurant, you can expect to spend anywhere between 8,000 colones and 20,000 colones for dinner. That's not including drinks or anything like that. But for an appetizer and a main course, that's about what you'll spend. That's between $12 and $20 roughly. And that's for a really big dinner. I mean, they do not skimp on food down here. You will not walk away from a table hungry. It's absolutely impossible here. I've tried. I can't get down more than one meal, one dinner platter and an appetizer, and I'm pretty well done here. It's not like in the United States I can usually do doubles. So overall, I mean, the cost of living down here isn't that bad. If you go inland, you can actually rent an apartment, per month for approximately $300, $400 a month. If you're on the coast, you can spend as much as $1,200, $1,500 a month on a decent place. You can spend more if you want. You can spend a little bit less too. But if you want to live here on a budget and you're not planning on spending time inside your apartment or your hotel room, who cares? I would rather get the $300 a month apartment rather than spend a bunch of money to have something really fancy. Because the reality is down here, you're outdoors all the time. You don't spend time indoors. You just don't do that down here. Maybe in the rainy season, but definitely not, in the dry season, which is right now. The dry season actually starts down here approximately the beginning of December and ends in like April. And after April, it rains like a banshee down here. Roads get washed out. There's just mud everywhere. It's actually sort of miserable. But it doesn't rain 100% all the time. A lot of the times it'll clear up during the day, then you'll have an hour of rain, and then it'll clear up again. You'll have another half an hour, hour's worth of rain. Some days it rains all day long. But as far as the cost of living in Costa Rica, I like hot weather. I don't need air conditioning. I don't want air conditioning. I refuse to pay for it. On the other side of the coin, you never have to heat your place. The temperature range in Costa Rica here year-round is between 86 degrees during the daytime and roughly 65 degrees in the nighttime. And that's Fahrenheit, of course. Yeah, it's a wonderful place to live. It is affordable if you want to actually live, like a Spartan and not get a lot of fancy stuff. You don't need it down here anyway. But at any rate, cost of Costa Rica is actually pretty darn reasonable. A friend of mine actually left the United States 4 years ago, approximately, and moved to Bohol, the Philippines. His name is Michael Fazio. His channel is Michael Fazio, hoodwinked by an angel, Michael Fazio. I'll put a link in the description box down below. And feel free to check out his channel. He does similar videos to this. As a matter of fact, he was the one that kind of inspired me to make this kind of a video. And he talks about the cost of living in the Philippines. If any of you are interested, I would encourage you to actually look at his channel. Anyway, I think that's about all I have to say right now. And I'll be coming forward with some more videos about Costa Rica. And it'll probably mainly be like vlog type stuff. And just a lot of video of like jungle and animals and things like that. So I really truly hope that all of you people enjoy it. And if you feel like it, give me a thumbs up. If you think this is the shittiest video you've ever seen, give me a thumbs down. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Hey, we'll see you in a bit. Bye.